BoxingVoice.com live with Bernard Hopkins, current IBF light heavyweight champion. Bernard, the reason I wanted to interview you was because last week clearly two big light heavyweight title matches took place. In one match, Max Kellerman asked Adonis Stevenson, did he want to fight Sergey Kovalev next? He mentioned you, and then at the end of the telecast, you hear Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman speaking on boxing politics, downplaying that fight with you.
What I got to say about that?
Not what you have to say about it, but as a promoter, do you feel that you can still make that fight because you hold a stake in Golden Boy?
There's two questions in one. One is, I think commentators should stop trying to be promoters. They should commentate. They should commentate and try to do that with credibility, which I still have concerns about. So make sure you do your job and do your job right, and don't try to do two jobs. I see, not all, but I see on that side of the station, the commentators are being promoters or trying to be promoters by using the microphone and the web or whatever they use, the audience, to try to sort of trick the audience to think that this guy is not worthy of fighting this guy or whatever. Adonis Stevenson is smart. He understands that the guy that brings the money and has the credibility and has the reputation is Bernard Hopkins in Canada, because I do great numbers in Canada. I fought 2 fights in Canada. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that when a guy is 36, 35 years old, who believes that he has to capitalize on his stardom now, will want to fight the best guy, but also the guy that brings him the most money. You don't take high risk and less money. You understand what I'm saying? You go and take the low risk because he believes that he can beat me. And being 49 in less than 60 days or 40 days from now, January 15th, 1965, I would jump on a guy that's more marketable than Kavakian, right? His right name? Kovalev. And fight Hopkins and make more money and have a chance on winning that fight. That's how Adonis Stevenson is thinking. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'll fight any of those guys. I never ducked anybody. I think that styles make fights, and I think it's a perfect fan-friendly fight where you got a guy that I'm not going to be running nowhere. I'm 49 years old in January. I'm not going to be trying to run from nobody. I got to fight you. So you got a guy that's a puncher. I can't run because I'm old. And so now you got to fight. I either got to fight or get knocked out like everybody else. That's the excitement that the fans need. And I get a chance to make history and unify the title before I turn 50. My goal is from now or next year to fight until close or 50 and wrap it up. That's 14, 13 months. So that's my promotion. That's my historic moment and milestone. I should be on Life magazine. I should be on Sports Illustrated. I should be on every magazine, Time magazine, with 50 and the athlete of myself, Bernard Hopkins, in the middle of it, because that's a milestone. What athlete in any sport, in any era, was on the top of their game and became undisputed at 50? 5-0 is a milestone.
I would like you to take this time to clear up some things here.
Clear what?
Sergey Kovalev has this mythical monster type persona because he's been knocking people out. Could you just make it clear that at the weigh-in for Malinaji Broner, you stated that you had offered him the fight and they turned it down, main events?
That's clear. It's out there. I didn't even got to complain about it. The thing is, main events did a great job. Management, that is. They went the easiest route. And it paid off for them. Good for them. You can't hate or downplay that. It was great management by Kathy Dewars. I have a lot of respect for her. She's been around a long time. She respects legends. She respects fighters that go in there and do what they have to do and show heart and dedication. But she did a great management move. Was my bluff trying to be called? Was they trying to bluff me whether I was going to do or not? Come on. We did the interview right here. And so I was ready. But again, it was a good, smart management move.
Also, just to clear it up for Adonis Stevenson, because possibly he will be your next opponent. He wants to fight you. You want to fight him. And in that very same Malignaggi Broner...
I didn't actually say that he would be my next opponent. What I said is that he's over at HBO. I'm over at Showtime. There's a Cold War. So I'm not going to leave. My loyalty is with Showtime and HBO. I mean, Golden Boy. And so HBO loyalty is with they guys. So that's not a give 'em. We can talk till we black and blue about who's going to fight what. But as long as they over there and I'm over here, it's not going to happen.
So
the powers that be have to get together and break bread and make a peace treaty, and then we can go ahead and get the fans what they need. That's what they need about. This mess is nonsense. This is nonsense, and it's childish. They need to move on and put big fights on and get the fans what they need. Not only in a light heavyweight division, but in any other division that fights can't get made because of the Cold War.
But that was Adonis Stevenson's third fight with HBO. Do you really feel that his contract extends past 3 fights?
I don't know what his contract. I don't know his business. So I'm just telling you is that at the end of the day, he fought on HBO for the last 2 or 3 fights. I don't see no reason why he wouldn't fight on it again. I believe he has a relationship. If he do, he do. If he don't, he don't. But I'm not fighting over there. I'm fighting at Showtime.
Now, the last time you and Adonis were together was...
So Showtime and HBO has to get together, or the Golden Boy and whoever over there had to get together and then make it happen. But Richard Schaefer is smart. He's wise. He understands. And whatever Richard Schaefer is going to do, I'm going to follow it. Because we all work together and he gives me the respect to ask me my thoughts. And that's just plain and simple.
All right, well, thank you very much.
All right.